Over the years, I've developed my own tips and techniques to manage suppliers during a negotiation. Anyone taking my course gets the same templates I use to do a BATNA exercise or set up a negotiating strategy. But I've also developed some tools to manage the supplier relationship post-contract signing. Some of you know about the OneView contract management platform I designed and built several years ago. But there's an even simpler tool I've been using for a long time, and I'll give it to anyone who asks for it. If you're responsible for vendor management, then you should have a vendor performance scorecard that you can use when you meet with suppliers during monthly or quarterly business reviews. Now, procurement professionals often use something like this when they're assessing RFP responses, but scorecards are also an effective way to gauge and manage ongoing vendor performance. I mean, the reality is that you can tell a supplier to improve performance and then watch them nod up and down like a bunch of bobblehead dolls. But when you show them a scorecard in every meeting highlighting exactly where they're doing well and where they're failing to meet your expectations or agreed upon SLAs, well, by the third or fourth meeting, they'll either have addressed the weaknesses or you'll know it's time to find an alternative. Now, the scorecard that I use is broken up into 4 different categories: account management, customer service, financials, and relationship. You can add more categories if needed. And then I assign a weight to each category, with the total weighting equaling 100%. Now, under each category, there's various criteria that are scored from 1 to 5, with 1 being does not meet and 5 being fully meets or exceeds. Once you've scored each criteria, the tool gives you an overall score for that vendor based on how you weighted each category. And you can change the weighting percentages depending on your organization's requirements. You can also have different versions of the scorecard for different supplier categories like technology, travel, and office supplies. It's also a good idea to get a couple of people in your organization to score the same supplier. That way, you'll get a really good sense of how they're performing with various internal clients. So that's it. That's the vendor management scorecard. It's a really useful tool to use in quarterly business reviews because it helps you track vendor performance and address areas of improvement. Again, if you want a copy of the scorecard, just like this video and type scorecard in the comments so I know who to send it to.